Hello there, my name's Harry from HS Carpentry. Welcome back to another video. In this video we are in the workshop and focusing on the Suffolk Show prep. So in I think 15 days it is time for the Suffolk Show 2024 and we are holding our pitch there for the first time. So today we're going to be finishing off the oak frame pergola. It's 6 meters by 3 meters, which is going to make up our stand along with some of the furniture that we're going to have on show there. So we'll quickly show you a bit of what we're going to be finishing off today. Okay, so a quick look at the pergola in its kit form. Here we have two of the tie beams, one more under there. We're now running the notches in there, so we've got 25mm on the tie beams and then 25mm on the ring beams. Apart from the centre one, because it's going straight over the half lap, we're having 50mm on the tie beam, and obviously we're not notching the half lap. So yeah, that's really the last thing we're left to do, and then we need the gallows brackets to pick up the tie beams, so that's 6 left of them. The other 8 are already curved, tenon, pricked and pegged and drilled, so they're all done. All of the other joints here are done. So it's just these last 6 gallows which are left to be curved and pegged into the tie beams. So over here we have the resin table, which you saw obviously in one of the last videos a little while ago. We are just running up the finish on this now. This is obviously the underside, so finishing off this, and we have the legs on the stands as well, which are getting put into sealer now, ready for finish. Over here we have a nice little bench which we've made up, and a gate which is already done. We're just waiting for the ironmongery to finish up on that. Plenty of chopping boards which we're ready to finish and get a nice food safe stain on, and we also have a couple of display windows ready as well. And then the signage, which is all finished up, we're just ready to put the chain on that for it to swing. Yeah, so plenty to do. Hopefully look to get this done today. Weather's a bit shite, so we can't really look to put a dry fit together, which is a shame, but yeah, so plenty to do, and we'll show you what we get up to today. Okay, so I thought I'd just do a quick little voiceover while I work on these gallows here. So as you can see at the minute, I'm just doing the drop cuts, which I'm using the rear handle of the DeWalt saw. That just gets obviously the cut to the shoulder at the back, and then we'll come along the actual shoulder itself and do our cross cut with the HK55. Sometimes we'll set this up on the table saw with the sled, but for these, because there is only 6 to do, resizing, then we just decided to do it this way. And then we had Isaac, who was then breaking out the most of the way, sorry, and then obviously I came along with the timber framing chisel just to clean up any excess meat left on the tenons from the drop cuts. So yeah, but as I say, there was only 6 to resize. These are for the tie beams, so they are smaller overall than what the other gallows brackets are, just so that the tenons don't clash, and obviously the pegs don't clash either. So yeah, we'll just clean them off, make our cross cuts, and then we're good to go and ready for the test fit. Alright, so despite the weather forecast, we actually made it outside to do a quick test fit. So as you can see here, we've got the
tie and ring beams laid out nice and level and ready to drop the legs and gallows in. So we set the camera up for a time lapse, and here we are one by one just dropping them in. So starting off level, we then know that when we're squaring off our legs, we're then going to finish level when we come to peg it all together on site. So it's just important just to take the time here, doing it upside down because we don't have the Joinery lift at the workshop. So yeah, we got all that done and then stop for a team picture. As you can see, myself, Dale and Isaac.
Okay, so new day now. Yesterday you saw us have a test fit upside down and outside of the Pergola. That way we can check all of the notches and overlay our gallows brackets for the tie beams. So that's what we're doing now. You just saw a little clip of it. Quickly showing a little bit more detail. So as you can see, if we come around to this side here, just behind the chain mortise, you've got our marks from where we squared up the leg and then overlaid the gallows bracket. And then obviously we'll transfer those marks from the face side onto the actual side where the gallows is going to sit. Bring that across, plunge out the mortise, then we can drill the hole. Where's the one I've just done? There it be. So yeah, we'll drill the hole, mark the mortise so we know obviously which tenon and which mortise coincide with each other. Drop the gallows bracket in, make sure it's nice and square, sitting square on that shoulder. That shoulder's 45 degrees, so if that's sat nice, we know it's square. Prick that tenon, because we use an offset pricker to prick all of our holes. So as you can see, if the camera focuses on it, which, okay, there you go, it's focused now. So you can see where the prick is actually off center on the bit of stainless steel, which is then marked at the top. So we know that as we put that in, one of the holes there, this is upside down, but for the purpose of this, so you can see if we have that side facing the shoulder, which would be in this case that way, we then know that obviously we've got the offset the right way around. So it gives you a half moon shape on the hole for the tenon, for the peg, sorry. And then obviously when you drive that peg in, that then sucks that tenon nice and tight, brings you some nice tight shoulders. So this entire stack here is now completely finished, ready for sanding. So we have all of the mortises done, all of the holes drilled on both the tenons and the mortises, and obviously the chamfer detail done. We've got these 3 legs to go. Those ring beams have just got a chamfer to go, and obviously these 2 tie beams need the mortises for the gallows and the chamfer. So that's that plan. Then the final piece of the puzzle is the Ovolo detail, which we're putting on the ends. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to do, and that's going to be on each of these beams, and then obviously the same Ovolo detail on the rafters. The rafters turn up today, so we get those planed up, cut to length, and the detail cut on those as well. So yes, and yesterday as well, we had made some good progress with the signage. So that's finished. That just needs the chain and hook. That's ready for a stain, and made a few more chopping boards. So they're all now ready for sanding, for the final sand. Yeah, we've got the nice little finger groove in there, and then obviously put our pin badges in. Windows have been stained, glazing beads are ready for staining and fitting, and obviously some more chopping boards there. The table is just underneath. Have a quick little look at how that finished up. So we'll share that with you soon. So yeah, nice and light finish on that one. So yeah, a lot of progress made yesterday. So we'll get this Pergola finished up today and completely ready for sanding, which we'll be getting done probably Saturday. So yeah, that's the plan. Finish off these tie beams, and yeah, then we can get the Ovolo ends done. So we thought we'd just show you quickly in a bit more detail getting the mortise and tenons ready and finished. So obviously you just saw me with the chain mortise there, plunging out the hole. Now it's time to get the coinciding tenon to see if it fits, and then obviously drill the hole and then prick the hole. So first thing to do is check that we fit in, clear everything out of the way. We want a nice snug fit, but we don't want it too hard to get it in and out. So
feels like there might be something in the way. Yeah, we've got a bit of crud down there. And then we should be good. Might even be a bit on the end of that tenon, but we'll try it as it is. There we go. There we go, beautiful. So that's after the first fit there. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a gap underneath the shoulder. So we should be able to get that down on this side. Roughly the same gap. So that's a good sign. So what we'll do, we'll give it a couple of knocks with a mallet, see if we can get it down. If we can, great. If we can't, there's obviously something else in the way. And there we go. So that shoulder's seated pretty nicely now. So what I'm going to do, take that back out, drill the hole through the mortise first, and then get that back, drop back in there, and then use the offset pricker to prick the tenon. Looks like a pretty good drill there. So we'll flip this back over, drop the gallows bracket in, and then we can obviously prick the hole. So again, grab the offset pricker, the mark up to the shoulder, get that in there, couple of little taps. That can then come back out again, just like that. And then you can see what you end up with there. You see where the prick is. You might just be able to make out that faint line there. So we're offsetting that. The prick, we're drilling lower, closer to the shoulder. So we'll end up with a half moon up the top here. So as we drive that in, that's going to pull that tenon down. And there you go. So you can see at the bottom where the surplus material is, the half moon shape at the bottom. So as we drive that peg in there, that's going to pull that down and close off any little gaps in the shoulders. Okay, so now is the time for the finishing touches on the Pergola, and we are putting our ornate ends on. So we've just got an Ovolo detail that we've machined up. I just had a piece of plywood, and we're using that with a copying ring to trace and cut out from our beams. So we have a 70mm cutter on the router. Obviously take off the depth we lose from the template. We have about 10 to 15mm of material left by the time we've come from the one side to the other.
which we then obviously just chisel and hand cut out. So yeah, we just run the grout around several times, doing it in maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 passes, not to overload the route a bit. Yeah, it's a nice little detail that will really finish this off. So we've got, there was 10 of these to do in total. We've got 2 or 3 left, and then obviously all of the rafters to do, but they'll be much easier because they're only 50mm thick. Okay, so end of the day today now, we've pretty much finished up on the Pergola. So we're going to end the video here, but we'll quickly show you how we got on over the last couple of days. And yeah, we're pretty much show ready now. We've just got a few more bits and pieces to tidy up. But other than that, we're there. So starting off with the main attraction, we have the Pergola in its kit form and its beauty, all ready to go. Everything's lovely and labelled. Obviously, we do have one more final sand, and that'll be happening at the weekend. Finished up all of our end details, all of the Ovolos, as you can see there. Everything's pricked and drilled, so we know what corresponds with what. So that is ready to go, and that's pretty much it for down here. Yep, had a nice little tidy up as well. As you saw, sign. We're still yet to do the chains and that whatnot, but yeah, that's 30-second bits and pieces. Chopping boards, we had them waxed up today, so these have come out absolutely fantastic. Just a couple of wide planks and then ripped in half, so very simple but very nice and neat. Obviously with a finger groove in there as well on each side. The big live edge ones, they're ready for waxing. We've just got to get some resin for that crack down there. And then these are done as well. Obviously the dining room table, you saw that at the start of the video. Windows were pretty much there, just the beads to go on. So yeah, and then here we have the rafters for the Pergola. They're just got to be plain, just a little bit, take the rough off. And they're good to go as well. Yeah, gate bench. So yeah, pretty much there. So we're pretty much good to go with everything now. And ready for the show in, I think it is 2 weeks, two and a bit weeks. So yeah, so we're pretty much there. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the video. Really trying to improve the content. So yeah, any feedback is greatly appreciated. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.